Hello there, internet. It's your boy. And so, today's video is actually going to be a proper video. I know because you haven't uploaded them, you haven't seen. I've made like a fuck ton of videos over the past few days, and they're all shite. However, I think most times when I record a video, I have a problem, and like for the course of like rambling to the camera, being a bit more self-aware, as I feel that others judging me, the truth of the 5 noble truths of Buddhism that I've been like following becomes quite apparent. So I thought, why not just like make a video talking about the 5 noble truths? It's like the best advice there is, and so it's pretty good. Hopefully it'll help you out. And so, welcome to the first Big Shump one video that's like proper in a while. The 5 noble truths. So, noble truth number 1 is called dukkha, which literally just means there is suffering. That's it. And so, like, suffering is fucking everywhere. And even like in making this video, I suffered quite immensely. I've got annoyed at like audio errors and things like that. And so, like, I do not believe you when you say you don't experience suffering. It just doesn't make sense. So, first step to not having any problems is admitting that you're suffering. So noble truth number 2 is samudaya. That's definitely not how you pronounce it, but I never actually say it like that. I like the English translation. It makes sense. All suffering stems from desire. And like, well, I put desire in quotation marks because it means like unwholesome desire. Because the book I've been reading, Introduction to Buddhism, it gives quite a very intuitive example for different types of desire. There's unwholesome ones, such as the desire to smoke a ciggy because it feels nice, that kind of desire, because all that leads to is the next ciggy. I described it. It's a major samsaric thought. You get trapped in the ciggy cycle. However, the desire to stop smoking is a wholesome one, and it leads to greater health, greater happiness, greater free from addiction. And so in the umbrella term, because we don't actually have a term for like bad desire, we just say desire. So that's what that means. And so in the last slide of dukkha, I told you to think of times you've suffered, because there definitely is one. And now I challenge you, was there what you had to be desiring during these moments? Like, put in the comment section below if you have suffered without desire. I would love to hear it, because I've not found it so far. Like, literally, all of these things I have talked about, they all stem from an attached desire. And so, there's a challenge. A desire to not be fucking retarded on camera. So I decided to keep the end of the last bit in, even though I normally delete those parts, because that's a really good example of suffering. Like, I think I like slightly misspoke, and I knew I was gonna have to re-record the whole section, which I can't be arsed. It's getting late, so I got upset. You see, the desire to go to bed, or even the desire to make a successful video or anything like that—that's where that suffering came from. Like, I just don't need that at all, and then when I realised I don't, big smile comes to my face. And so that brings me to truth number 3. No doha, no do. I don't even know that's an A or O at this point. Is that a filter? Suffering can end. I'm being slightly misleading here by making it all look like sunshine and rainbows. Like, to be honest, it's just kind of a bit like straight neutral. Like, in my personal experience, suffering can end is when you just like sitting there and you're like, this pain is tolerable. That's when suffering can end. But it ends nonetheless. So You know, truth number 3, Nadoha, suffering can end, so don't feel too down on yourself. So now we've reached the penultimate step of the 5 Noble Truths, and this one is called Magga, and it's sort of disingenuous in the 5 Noble Truths because it's just 8 more steps you gotta follow, but it's like, it's kind of rolled into one. It is just like a guidebook on how to actually end the suffering. Like I think they use a doctor metaphor. It's like, you find out you have a disease, the suffering, and now you've got to, here's how you sort it out. And like it does, some of it seems quite easy. Right effort, resist evil. But other things are right view, know the truth. Knowing the truth. I think most people, that's a bit harder than it sounds. Know the truth. So but I think it can be done. I've been trying it. Other things control my thoughts. Like I think it can be done. So this is literally just like, fucking Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. It's like that. It will. I think just try for a bit and you will see. So now we reach the final truth. This is like the last step to knowing reality as it truly is, and it's not easy. It's not an easy truth to swallow as most things are. So it's hard to do in action, but like you gotta do it. Like you just have to do it to end the suffering. So the final truth is called Moria, and fuck. many wise men have oh fuck. Many wise men have illuminated this path for me, and like I can't believe I was blind to this path for a while. So what does Amoria mean? If you fall in love with a girl, end your life immediately. Like it just makes sense. Like bro, I can't even begin to describe. Oh my fucking god. So hope you enjoyed the latest Big Sean 1 video. Keep this advice to heart, it will help you.